Welcome to the first ever Crash the Pond draft lottery watch party. Welcome everyone. If you're in our stream, in our chat here at twitch.tv/Crash the Pond, it's me, Jake, and CJ, and we're going to be watching here the draft lottery, and this is going to be a lot of fun. The Ducks have the opportunity to potentially snag the first overall pick, or at very least get into the lottery and get one of those top 3 picks. Guys, how are you holding up emotionally right now?
You go for it, CJ.
I'm surprisingly okay right now, but I think that's just because I'm mostly numb, and that like as soon as they start counting down is when I'll probably have a mental breakdown. So we'll see.
I've become a nervous wreck probably about an hour ago. Let's go with that. Beers in hand, necessary. So yeah, let's just go with that. Nervous wreck. Very, very excited. Also very nervous. More likely than not going to be somewhat disappointed. Maybe anticlimactic, but, you know, let's be hopeful.
So, just so everyone knows here in the stream, I actually had not seen Jake's video feed until we started this. And yes. I'm just seeing that shirt and
jealous?
Man,
jealous?
What a look.
Jealous?
What a look on this guy.
Buddy, you look like you're getting ready for a Jimmy Buffett concert.
Hey, it's party time, boys. It's party time.
Yeah, that shirt, it just screams so many things.
By the way,
I
want to give a huge shout out to Varluna, who resubscribed 18 months in a row from Varluna. So huge shouts. Also, if you are watching this and this is your first time, or if you've listened to our various different podcasts and want to just help support the show, one way you can do it that's completely free to you to keep these streams going is by subscribing. If you have Amazon Prime, you get 1 free Twitch Prime sub each and every month. You do have to hit that subscribe button, and it helps out the show more than you can imagine. So if you have Amazon Prime, you get 1 free Twitch Prime sub. So, and there we go. Bonnie, Literate Gal, resubscribed 21 months in a row. So it's shout out to Bonnie.
Thank you, Bonnie. Yeah, so
it's 4:59.
It's 4:59 p.m. here on the West Coast right now. The broadcast for the draft lottery is set to begin at 5 p.m. So we're going to be syncing up our feeds. We're streaming. I'm streaming on the NBC website. And I think Jake is streaming via Hulu. And CJ, what source are you using for the stream?
I'm on the NBC stream as well. So none of you blow the results before, because we're going to be a little bit on a delay.
So yeah, no spoilers in the chat if we haven't seen it.
Basically, once it starts, I'm probably going to tune out the chat. Sorry, people. So the TV feed is definitely going to be ahead of us. So just keep that in mind. If you hear us, you'll be able to see what's going to happen before we go. So, yeah, this is going to be fun. Yeah. I'm very nervous.
Yes. So just to clarify here, the rule is if something goes on Twitter, don't put it in the chat if we haven't talked about it yet. I'm actually not going to be looking at Twitter because I don't want it spoiled. You know, it's not as common in the draft lottery, but you just never know. And then I'll be hopping into tweet as things actually happen. But yeah, this should be a lot of fun. I'm starting up my stream here, and it's not starting yet. It just keeps saying coverage will resume shortly.
I'm still seeing horses. Still seeing lots of horses.
Wow, the NHL not starting on time for a really major event that will shape the outcome of franchises' futures.
I'm shocked.
Just
shocked, I tell you.
Just blown away by that one.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. There we go.
CJ, is yours ahead of mine? Is that? Oh, there we go. Okay.
I'm seeing lottery balls right now.
I'm seeing ping pong balls. Just balls everywhere.
Lots of balls.
Balls everywhere.
Look, it's a ball party, everybody.
Is there going to be a ball theme tonight? I feel like that's what this is going to end up being.
Also, shout out. We're at 93 viewers right now, so huge shouts to that. Bring us the dingus. Just let us know you guys are pulling in as many viewers as the Duck stream brought. So thank you to everyone out there. We really, really appreciate it. This has been something we've been looking forward to for a while. By the way, Tony, good friend of the pod, Kempafu, resubscribed for 13 months. So thank you so much, Tony.
I mean, it's a ball party, so, you know.
All right. What year are you guys seeing? I'm seeing McDavid right now.
I'm not even there yet. I have the NHL Shield kind of like popping in.
I've got Lafreniere highlights going on right now.
Yeah, same. So, Jake, I think you're ahead of us.
Do I have to pause? Here, I'm going to pause right when I see NHL Draft Lottery 2020.
There's Bob Murray. There's Bob Murray outside.
Wait, I think you guys are...
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
Yes.
you guys are both ahead of me.
Murray's backyard is epic.
You both are ahead
It
of me.
really is. Look at that roof.
All right, you guys are both ahead of me. So I think.
I actually prefer this to when they just have the GM sitting in a.
Oh yeah. All right, I think you
In
guys.
like a blank windowless room.
I think you guys need to pause so I can catch up.
Oh, are we ahead of you?
You're ahead of me. I'm
Yeah.
just seeing Bob Murray. So tell me where you're at. Pause it, and I'll let you know.
I just got to Catherine Tappan talking.
I just paused at Catherine Tappan.
Okay, perfect. I'll let you know. I'm at Catherine Tappan. Go.
Okay, well, I went back 15 seconds, so just press pause for like 5 seconds.
Let's find a good marker. Here we go,
Okay,
boys.
I got to right where they introduced Catherine Tappan.
Okay,
So now
we're within a couple seconds of each other.
okay, that's fine.
That's
so
close
everybody
enough.
in the chat, if you just want to make a note of that.
All right, here we go. This is nerve-wracking right now.
I'm already looking at.
I completely missed it. Lewis resubscribed. 21 months from Lewis. Thank you so much. All of
Lewis,
you that have resubbed,
Hall of Fame subscriber.
you guys have been subbing for a long time. It means a lot, and yeah, the chat's going wild.
So in the chat, let us know what you're drinking on here. If you've got a drink, I'm sipping on coffee, but let us know what you're drinking on.
Yeah, and if you guys have
cope with
questions
this.
as we're waiting for this to get going, throw them in there. Might as well. Winterborn says I was less nervous on my wedding day. I'm
Well, yeah,
trying to.
because your wedding day isn't up to a lottery.
That's a good point. You are in
it's your
control of it.
choice. Yes.
Ryan,
Right here,
Hopefully, it's not like an arranged.
is that not
marriage.
how true love works?
Ryan Red
Is
is
true love not entirely up to lottery balls? Dude,
Right.
I've been doing this wrong the entire time.
Ryan
Yeah.
Red is saying he's drinking a White Claw. Hardcore Luchador said Scotch. Oh,
Silver
by
Bullets
the way,
by Lewis.
JC,
Yes.
JC is in the chat saying water and fear. Water and fear.
Beer. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yes.
Yeah. What's going on, JC? Also, for anyone out there that doesn't know, JC is the reason we're all probably doing this, to be honest.
Yep.
He's the one that brought us in.
The gatekeeper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Boom.
Dmitry Filipovich's tweets so far have been pretty amazing.
I thought you said you were staying off Twitter.
Well, it hasn't started yet, so I'm breaking my
We
own
all
rules.
know
right?
who has the worst willpower of the three of us now.
Oh yeah, yeah. Me and Willpower don't
Bob
go
Murray's backyard.
Oof. That's the story tonight. The Ducks deserve the first overall pick based solely off of Bob Murray's backyard.
Check out the tweet I put in the chat.
No, don't want to risk it.
No, it's not a spoiler. It's just funny.
All right. Marty Brodeur.
That's so.
Wow.
I mean,
No,
That's what
not
Sha-
really.
That's what Sean Avery called him. Do you
No,
remember
man,
that interview?
he got that enterprise money. He can he can afford all the liposuction.
Fatso over there would shake my hand.
Wow. Andrew Zuni asked, when do they pick? Is it a big drum roll?
Wait, I thought Brodeur. Oh man, I forgot he switched from St. Louis to New Jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, so just so everyone here knows, the way that they've done these in the past, and I don't think they've fully said exactly. I don't think they've exactly said if they're changing anything in this draft lottery format, but the way that they've done it in the past in terms of showing the results and stuff is they'll start at 15 and go down. So the team that's 15th, they'll show that. So realistically, unless I believe H is the final letter that they will go up to. So if they don't win the lottery, you will see the Team H logo. And I believe it probably should just say Team H.
So-
This is an unknown.
So what's going to happen is, yeah, you'll probably see Team H, whatever it is, but we'll kind of know at a high level how this lottery is going to go down and who won lottery picks. Because if they start counting down from 7, that means that all 3 of the lottery picks came from the bottom 7 teams. If they start flipping at number 8, that means 1 team in the play-in round won a lottery pick. If they do 9, that's 2 teams, and God forbid if all 3 teams come from play-in lottery picks come from play-in teams, they'll start at 10. So we'll be able to know right from the beginning at what number they start flipping at.
Let me see. Time chimes in, by the way. He's drinking a Lagunitas IPA. Very nervous. This is
Nice.
the only chance of being watchable for the next few years. Chiming with some hope there, Time. Some real good hope.
You know who's really depressed by watching this? San Jose Sharks fans right now.
How do you feel as a Montreal fan, the team that's also screwed over a lot by this?
Well, yeah, this format is not beneficial to Montreal because they would have been better served not having the play-in round and just being out of the playoffs. And I think they would have been drafting no lower than 8th in that setup. But instead, here we are. Or 9th. They may have been 9th. But they would have had a good pick. And now they're kind of screwed, actually. Like, this is not beneficial. Unless they just luck out, there's pretty much no way this is going to be as good of an outcome.
Yeah. Lots of good beers being thrown out in our Twitch chat, by the way. So good taste out there from everyone. Good taste. Real quick, there was a question from, I believe, Jeremy Ramirez asking, wondering if the Bruins get knocked out early, what's the best their pick can be? My understanding is that because they've won the President's Trophy, if they lose before the conference final, their pick will be about, I think the worst it could be, or the best in the Ducks case, would be 27th. And then if they make the conference final, it'll be 28th or 29th. If they make the cup final and lose, it will be 30th. 29th if they make the conference final. If they lose in the cup final, it'll be 30th. If they win the cup, it will be 31st.
Pineapple cider for Bonnie. That's aggressive.
That's about right.
That's aggressive.
Impressive, Bonnie.
Yeah.
All right. Coconut milk stout for Bob. As in Bob Shockey, not Bob Murray.
Maybe Bob Murray's having one too.
Who knows?
You never know.
Who knows?
Imagine if we had Bob Murray in the stream right now before they start the lottery.
Call him up.
That would be amazing.
I don't know if that would be the case. I have a feeling Bob's drinking something much harder than beer.
Yeah, I mean he may be known for that through the grapevine.
All right. Yeah. So let's go with this real quick. If the Ducks don't win, Felix, you're out of this because you don't care at all, really. CJ, if the Ducks don't win, what do you want to happen? Who do you want to win the draft lottery? What do you want to happen with those top 3 if the Ducks aren't in there?
I mean, honestly, I don't know if I really have a particular preference of the way this is going down. I think that Detroit was so bad this year that I would be totally fine with them winning first overall. They were historically bad. And I also think Ottawa has done a great job at building up their assets to allow them to get a better shot at a first overall pick. As much as we all hate Eugene Melnyk and don't want to see him succeed, at the same time, we don't want to see Ottawa Senators fans suffer, and they've set them up pretty well. So I don't know if I specifically have a request other than the fact that, I'd be totally fine with the bottom 3, picks in the standings going the way they are right now.
You're no fun.
I'm compassionate. I have empathy, Jake.
The 2 fun options are either, if the Ducks aren't in theirs, every team in there being from a placeholder team, because I feel like chaos is entertaining. The other one is Ottawa having the first and second overall pick. That's just my take.
Yeah.
See, or Felix, do you have any thoughts?
About what?
Sorry,
I'm on Twitter breaking my rule.
What do you want to see happen? What's the outcome?
Are there any twins in this draft?
Who would I want to see get the first overall pick?
Yeah. What teams do you want in the top 3?
Well, let's just
if
talk
you
about
can't
the
have
first
Montreal.
pick. Yeah, well, so not Montreal. I don't know, to be honest with you. I mean, Ottawa, even though they have been such an embarrassment the last few years, they are a fun franchise when they're good. So I wouldn't hate Lafreniere going to Ottawa. I mean, it would be in division, so I would hate it, but
how much funnier would it be if it was the Sharks pick though that won?
I mean, it would be funny for everyone else except Sharks fans.
Yeah. Exactly. Rival team.
By the way, guys, hold on. We haven't done this yet. Gary Bettman is on the screen. That means we all need to boo. Boo!
You just did it for all of us.
You're welcome. I got you all.
All right. Trying to hear if there's anything of note being said. I don't hear anything though.
Yeah, I mean it's going to be a lot of not much. Gary Bettman looks exhausted.
He probably is.
Can you believe us going into this draft stream right now and looking at this commissioner and realizing that he's not the worst commissioner of the four major sports? I never thought we'd be at this point, yet here we are.
I mean, has he ever been?
I think he has that for a good portion of the time. When you preside over 3 work stoppages in your tenure, yeah, that's not great.
Yeah, I mean, blame the players.
Oh, Felix.
Well, I actually think Bedman is a little better than kind of the rap, because the league has grown quite a bit in his tenure. I don't know how much of that is him, but they did take a lot of risks on smaller markets or non-traditional markets. And, I mean, it's actually worked out really well in terms of just growing the game. But as far as the health of the league, that I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think that, you know, as somebody who comes from a marketing background, Bettman has definitely screwed up a lot in terms of marketing the game or taking advantage of opportunities afforded of him. However, you are correct in that he has presided over the largest and fastest expansion in NHL history, and the NHL is more popular around the nation, and I would argue the world, underneath his watch, so I definitely think he deserves a good amount of credit for that.
Yeah, it's you know, it's complicated. All right.
You're one.
Gary Bettman just
Ernst and Young.
Just,
We got that.
just powering through.
There it is.
Here
What?
it is.
Who
Here
wants
it is.
who wants to go hijack that box so that the numbers come up right? I think we
there's
should.
the box. I think I'm behind you guys.
Where are they right now? New York?
I'm at a commercial.
Probably.
I'm at a commercial.
I'm at a commercial too.
Okay, well, shit.
Can you skip ahead 10 seconds?
I can't do that.
Refresh
I can
the
just
screen.
go back 15. Yeah, I'm just gonna be behind you guys, I think, because when I hit go live, I'm at this like depression commercial or whatever it is.
Oh, and to Lewis,
We
who's
just
saying,
passed that.
who said lame, they're not showing them actually drawing the picks. That NHL has never done that. They don't
Yeah,
think
they
that
never
it
have.
is. Fizzy, let's just do a Ducks question. Who would you guys say is on the trade block for Anaheim?
That's a good question. Are the Ducks gonna make any trades this offseason?
I mean, you would think so. They have 20
You would
left-handed
hope so.
defensemen.
Yeah, well, we've been saying that for over a year now.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
And actually, since that time, they've only added more left-handed defensemen. They've only made the problem worse. So
All your
I don't know.
left-handed defensemen are belong to us.
I mean, Henrique? I would think he's on the trade block.
I don't think so. I mean, it would make sense, but I don't know if they're going to be comfortable rolling with potentially 3 young centers in their lineup next season.
And I think the issue that they have is that they also view the fact that he was the highest scoring as a reason why they should be keeping him, not that they should be trading him.
Yes. I mean, just everything that we heard Bob Murray say about how, you know, there were so many kids and all these kids, and just basically saying kids over and over in his comments. It doesn't sound like he's going to want another lineup that's filled with young players. So I would guess that Henrique is staying, so I would not have him on the trade block. So if they're going to trade anyone, I actually think it might be a younger player. I don't think it'll be a veteran. Maybe Ricard Raquel.
Yeah,
Which is ridiculous.
Actually, I mean, I don't hate the idea.
I mean, it's purely illogical, but I think that's what they might do.
Well, I think trading him right now is illogical. Trading him 2 years ago would have maybe been smart. It depends on what return you get, honestly, at the end of it all.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I mean, that's the key thing is because of how much he's making. But here's the thing: is on the surface level, his trade value is probably the highest or the lowest that it's probably been in a short amount of time because of the amount of points that he scored.
Are we talking about Raquel?
Yes.
Yeah, his value has probably been higher before. I don't know if it's like shot, but it's definitely been higher.
So, by the way, this is interesting. Consensus top 10 prospects, they had Byfield above Stützle, going against what TSN said.
Yeah, but
Who
that
did?
hasn't been
I know.
that hasn't been the consensus at all throughout the past few months.
No, I
that
know.
was a new thing.
I know. It was just
I
funny.
mean that the Stützle buzz was growing, but not enough to I think get him into that number 2 spot.
Future Duck, Alexis Lafreniere, putting it out there.
See,
you know?
I just got to the consensus, by the way.
Do you want us to pause?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I think I'm too far behind.
I'm still on an ad.
Oh, wow.
Really? Oh, God.
Hold on.
I just got to
I'm
Catherine
refreshing.
Tappan. I just got to
I'm
Catherine
going to get
Tappan.
to a point where we can align.
I'm pausing at Catherine Tappan when she just
Yeah,
appears.
because this just keeps replaying the same ad for me over and over.
Catherine Tappan is our...
Try refreshing.
Is our North Star.
Well, my North
right
Star
now.
is now them getting past the Lafreniere interview.
Oh,
Okay,
God.
I'm back
We're
now.
way ahead.
So,
Okay, well,
and-
shit.
Oh God, I'm at them flipping the card, so I'm pausing right now.
Oh, okay. Going.
What? Oh, I'm there. I'm there.
You there? Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Go ahead, pause it. I'm not there yet.
Okay.
Just
I'm
hit go live.
Okay, I am. It's saying I am live.
Okay, hold on. Let us know when she tosses it over to him to flip the cards.
I got to where it says Bill Daly,
Sorry,
NHL
chat.
Deputy Commissioner.
Chat, I'm putting you away. All right, I just got to Bill Daly.
Wait till it says Bill Daly, NHL Deputy Commissioner. It'll pop up, and then I'm gonna hit play.
Okay, I'll let you know when that is.
Okay.
I think I'm past that, so I'll
Tell me when that
stay
is.
here.
Bill Daly right now. Right now.
Okay. Okay. Jake and I are aligned.
We have 8 cards, which means somebody in the play-in round has won a lottery pick.
No, opposite.
What do you mean?
Isn't Buffalo 8?
Wait.
No, they're 7. Buffalo's
Oh.
7.
So playing round team has won a lottery spot. Yeah, you are correct.
Buffalo's 8.
So playing round team has won. There will be a second draft. Here we go. 7.
Yep.
Here we go. This is the pick.
That is bad for New Jersey.
So here we go. If the Ducks, this is it. If the Ducks are 6 or they're in the lottery, here it is for Ducks fans.
Buffalo 8, New Jersey 7.
Damn it.
Oh man.
Well,
Oh, Bob Murray is pleased.
That was the most likely selection.
Yep,
6th
there it
overall,
is.
It is.
Most likely selection.
So no movers so far.
He is not
well,
happy.
the mover has been other pick.
A lottery team. Or a
Ottawa
play-in team.
5th.
Play-in team, yeah.
So which pick was that?
What do you mean?
Which of the Ottawa picks was that?
That was the Ottawa one.
Okay.
So it's between LA and San Jose's pick for a lottery spot. And Detroit, I guess, technically. Here we go.
Oh boy.
Detroit.
Damn.
Oh man.
So Sharks and Kings both ended up in the top 3.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
Well, this is interesting.
And now it's a commercial.
No way. Come on. Okay.
Jesus.
So,
hate everything.
Jake, explain.
What do you need me to explain? I'm looking up something really quickly. Give me
It's
1
pretty
second
self-
here.
You're saying we're gonna do a redraft?
There will be a second lottery after the play-in round, basically, and that second lottery will essentially determine who gets the whatever pick ends up. No, whatever pick ends up in the top 3. So there's a team A through H in the top 3.
So do the Ducks still have a chance at getting that?
No.
Okay.
No.
So it's 6 overall.
It's 6th overall. That is where the Ducks are. That
So-
is set in stone. And here's the frustrating thing, and this is for anyone out there that was wondering why we were during the season talking about why the Ducks should lose. And now, granted, Ottawa's the pick that fell to 5th was the San Jose pick, not the Ottawa pick. The Ottawa pick is in the lottery, actually. Here's the reason why. The Ducks finished the season with 67 points in 71 games. The Kings had 64 points in 70 games.
Right.
So points percentage wise, let me just do the very quick math right here. 0.914 points percentage. Yeah, that's right. For the Kings. And the Ducks would have been 67 over 71. 0.94. So 0.03 points percentage difference between the two teams.
How are the Sharks feeling right now?
I mean, the Sharks pick would have been is 5th.
No, you said that was Ottawa 1.
No,
you said that was the Ottawa pick.
I realized that was wrong because of
okay.
Where they were showing it. Because if it was, I mean, it could have been actually.
I have seen this Microsoft Teams commercial so many times. I never want to see it again. Ever.
Yeah, I mean, overall, here's the thing for Ducks fans out there trying to be a little bit positive for everyone out there.
6th overall is still a great spot.
6th is a really good spot. There's a lot of really good players that they can get. It's not going to be Alexis Lafreniere. It's not going to be Quinton Byfield. There is a chance it is Tim Stützle. There is a chance. I mean, there's a lot of players that could be available at 6.
There's so many potential combinations because Byfield and Lafreniere, things really start to get a little bit weird. So it's kind of similar to last year too. Last year was like the same thing where after the first 2 picks, it could have gone any number of ways. So we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's see where this goes though. Let's finish this stream off with whether Alexis Lafreniere is going to end up in LA, Ottawa, or random team.
Yeah.
All right, where are you guys at? Are you back?
I'm back.
Still. Okay, I'm at the 3rd pick.
Oh, I'm not there yet.
You go.
It's all good.
Oh.
Go for it.
There it is. Ottawa gets the 3rd pick via San Jose. So the Sharks. So no first overall pick for Ottawa. I mean, they're picking 3rd and 5th. That's really good.
And so the Kings are either going to get more than likely Byfield or Lafreniere.
So that means random team, 3% chance won this thing.
There we go, number 1 overall.
Oh, you're kidding me!
Oh my God!
Oh.
What?
I still haven't seen it.
So dumb.
I still haven't seen it.
That is so dumb. Random team gets the first overall pick. You've got to be shitting me.
Wow. Oh my God. This is so much chaos.
This is so dumb. I am so mad about this.
Yeah, this is now dumb. This is now officially dumb.
And I am here
for the Kings right now.
Well,
how pissed off.
Felix, you should be excited.
Well, yeah, but I hate
you have
it.
You have a 12% chance of getting Lafreniere.
Yeah, you do.
Yes. Best possible outcome for the Canadiens.
Now there is legitimately, and this is actually something that does somewhat frustrate me about this. If Edmonton loses in the first round, there's a 12% chance that Lafreniere is on the Oilers.
This is so dumb. God. This is like the absolute worst.
This is the worst. Well, this is the worst case scenario if you're the NHL.
It is, but but the thing is, when you're creating a system, you have to account for the worst case scenario. And is the worst case scenario worth implementing the system, or is implementing the system worth the worst case scenario?
Yeah,
and that's where we are.
Yeah, that is.
God, I hate this so much.
That is.
But this is so NHL.
I go back to as someone who said
this is like amazing.
Well, as someone who's
a fan, this is hilarious.
I went from hating this lottery setup to being okay with it because it's somewhat fair to now hating it again and going back to my original point of the top 7 should have just been in a lottery themselves for all 7 picks.
Oh my God! If the Canadiens get Alexis Lafreniere, I'm gonna cry. Now it's possible.
Oh my God! Varluna just threw in the Twitch chat. It's got to be Arizona winning because they have Taylor Hall.
Oh, please.
Oh,
Please. I am so down for that,
please do not
honestly.
banish Lafreniere to that team. That is like the absolute worst landing spot for him.
No,
Taylor
it's
Hall.
not.
It's so
No.
bad. The Coyotes are the most boring franchise.
So here, by
You're
the way,
just saying this because you want them to move to Quebec City.
No, I just don't. I just don't have any interest in that franchise at all. Like terrible jerseys. If they went full on Kachina,
Wow.
then I would support.
they're going Kachina in
But-
playoffs.
Yeah, but they got to commit to that after.
All right. So, by the way, here are the teams that could potentially land Lafreniere, just so we're clear. Any of these teams, if they lose their first round series, have a chance now to win Alexis Lafreniere. The Pittsburgh Penguins, the Montreal Canadiens, the Carolina Hurricanes, the New York Rangers, the New York Islanders, the Florida Panthers, the Toronto Maple Leafs, the Columbus Blue Jackets, the Edmonton Oilers, the Chicago Blackhawks, the Nashville Predators, the Arizona Coyotes,
man.
the Vancouver Canucks, the Minnesota Wild, the Calgary Flames, and the Winnipeg Jets. I will
my
say
God.
this.
Oh,
If you're the NHL, you have to be of two minds here. You either have to be pissed.
I kind of love this.
Well, you have to be.
I'm
You either
officially
have to
a
be
fan
pissed.
I told you.
You have to be pissed about this because of all this different type of stuff. But also, if you're the NHL, and this is probably how Bettman's going to take it, this is exactly what he wants. He wants
Right.
to stop tanking. Well,
Yep.
that
Yeah.
I mean, granted,
Look, I'm right there with you.
but to me that's frustrating because you have a team in Detroit, and granted, I didn't want Detroit to win because of my hatred of them and going back years and years and years.
And
But
just how terribly inept they've been for
Yes.
like 5 years now.
But Detroit deserved a first. Like Detroit probably should have had Alexis Lafreniere.
Deserves?
As
Did
in,
you use that
they,
word?
Sorry,
What
they
have they
need.
done to deserve that?
They need.
They
more
were
than,
terrible. That's what they did to deserve.
They had
it.
39
the
points.
Canadians. This is what the Canadians need to do now.
Oh God, here we go.
I'm just.
Here we go.
They need to send the Laval Rocket to that play-in series. Keep everybody home. Do not win that first round. I am officially throw the play-in series if you're a
But,
Canadians fan.
and I think if
There
you're
is-
the. I think if you're the NHL, this is the worst case scenario for the competitive
Yes,
balance of those first round series.
I don't care. The Canadians need to tank that round at all costs.
Now
There
I'm
is
actually-
absolutely
so-
no point to winning that.
I've turned my opinion. I love this because now I get to mess with Felix a bunch.
Oh man, I'm gonna be rooting for the Penguins. I'm gonna buy a Penguins jersey.
If Montreal wins, I'm just gonna text you. There goes Lafreniere.
Yeah,
God,
I mean, I'm
this
gonna
is-
be.
Just
There's
as
no
a
point
fan
to the
and as a
Canadians winning
fan
that.
of chaos and as a fan of just like, you know, batshit insane balls to the wall stuff, this is like a dream right now. It's terrible from like a logical sports fan perspective, but as a fan of entertainment, oh my
This is
God,
so
I
good.
am living.
And
Yeah,
so
this is so good.
instant reaction is frustrated. We'll get it. So for those of you out there, we're gonna do a regular podcast of this probably in about 30 minutes or so. Maybe a little bit longer. Who knows? Maybe a little bit shorter. We'll see. But that will be streamed live on this Twitch stream. So we'll get into more of our thoughts on different things like that. But right now, pure emotions. What are thoughts? Thoughts from both of you?
You guys go first.
I
mean, I'm a little down, you know, that the Ducks didn't get first overall. I was, you know, allowing myself to daydream a little bit of the Ducks getting Alexis Lafreniere or Quentin Byfield or whatever. But at the same time, only dropping one spot is not bad whatsoever. There's going to be a very good player at number 6. The Ducks desperately need that pick. So overall, I'm okay with it.
I'm okay with it from a Ducks perspective. Like I said, I was dreaming for a top 3 pick. I think overall, yes, the Ducks do need an eventual replacement to Ryan Getzlaf. They may have that in Trevor Zegras. Who knows? We'll see what kind of happens. With the 6th overall pick, they have a lot of options at hand. The only pick that I could see being very frustrated with, personally, is if they made a big jump and went for a guy like Jake Sanderson. And at 6th, that is a realistic possibility. So that's my only frustration with the 6th overall pick. From an overall standpoint, I got to say I'm pretty happy that Lafreniere is not a King. From that perspective, I don't know how I would have felt with Lafreniere in LA. At least now it's Byfield, which who knows how he'll be? Who knows? I mean, there's a lot of guys we'll get into this more on the main show, but the group of Stutzle, Raymond, Perfetti, Rossi, Holtz, am I forgetting anyone? Drysdale. That group of 6 players, it's kind of a toss-up depending on where you look, which guy goes where. Like, there are places that have Drysdale at 3. There are places that have Stutzle at 3.
Okay, well, here's the thing. Now we actually have a better idea because we know the draft order for the most part.
That's true. And we can get into that more and do a mock draft lottery.
Let's just do like a quick one here because we can.
Okay.
Where can I pull up the order? Crap. I mean, it's pretty much the same, but dang it. Does anyone want to pull it up?
Well, it was random team, LA.
Okay. So,
Ottawa.
Let's start with random team.
It's gonna be Lafreniere.
How many of these play-in teams would possibly go Byfield? Like 0?
0.
Or maybe, yeah. So it's gonna be Lafreniere. There's no way the Kings don't go Byfield, right?
Well, I don't
know actually.
Do they go?
Because
Stutzle at 2.
They might go Stutzle because keep in mind they still have Kopitar locked up for several more years. They've got Akil Thomas as a center in their system. They've got Alex Turcotte. They're pretty deep in centers. Realistically could see them going Stutzle to get the winger.
So here's the frustrating thing with the Kings getting this pick, and this is just an overall broad standpoint. I feel like us 3 have talked about this. The thing with the Kings is, yes, they have a great system, but there's no top-end talent in there. I think the frustrating thing from a rival team is this gives them that top-end talent. They probably, with this pick, now have the best system within the NHL. The best draft system.
I feel like the losers here are the Senators, though. This is tough.
Is it, though? I guess not getting Byfield, yes. I mean, they're still going to...
Well, it's like we talked about.
You had a 25% chance of winning the first overall pick between Ottawa's 2 picks there.
Yeah, like that's tough. Yeah.
That's brutal.
Yeah, fair enough.
So I think with the Kings, though, even though they do have centers, I think they have to go Byfield because he is just so far ahead of those other centers that they already have. He's so much more. The upside is so much higher there. So I think that they go Byfield at 2, and then at 3, Ottawa. Man, the drop off for Ottawa. I still can't get over it. I think they go. Do they go Marco Rossi at 3?
I think they go Rossi, backfield, local guy, played for the Ottawa 67s.
Yeah, I think they go Marco Rossi at 3, and then at 4, who's at 4?
Detroit.
Man, this is.
They go Stutzle because they have.
They pick up Stutzle at 4. Yeah,
they pick
because
up
he's German, and we know how much Yzerman likes his Germans.
Well,
they're just getting all the Germans. Yeah.
Yep. And then at 5, you've got Ottawa again. My bet is they go Drysdale to pick up a defenseman to go with a forward.
Yeah. And then you've got the Ducks at 6. So Rossi, Drysdale, Byfield, Lafreniere all are off the board. So
you've got what? You've got Perfetti.
You've got Raymond, Holtz, Perfetti, Sanderson, if we're going to throw them in there. I mean, those are the guys that I see them picking from. I don't see them reaching for anybody.
I could see the Ducks going Holtz.
Yeah, I'm thinking at this point Holtz would be my preferred pick just because he's probably the best pure goal scorer in this draft, and that's something that the Ducks just so desperately need.
I think it's either going to be Holtz or Raymond.
I have a feeling it's going to be Holtz because I think that they're going to want someone who's a little closer. I think Holtz is closer than Raymond. I mean, they were both in the SHL this year, but Holtz played a far more prominent role than Lucas Raymond.
Do you factor in position at all?
Aren't they both wingers?
No, Raymond's a center.
Raymond is a center, but does everyone see him playing center at the NHL?
Not fully.
Yeah.
It's interesting, too, because there were some reports today. I forget from who, but there were some reports that NHL scouts in general don't like Lucas Raymond nearly as much as a lot of people in the public do.
No, I think that was Raymond, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was Raymond. Yeah. That was Raymond. That was from Scott Wheeler. That's what you said, CJ.
Who did?
You said
I said Raymond. Oh, did I? My bad. Yeah, no,
no
yeah,
problem.
so that people don't like, Raymond as much. So not saying that they're necessarily correct or anything. I thought it was just an interesting point raised.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's probably going to fall. It seems like it
Yeah.
seems like Stützle is in the spot where Raymond probably would have been had he had a more kind of convincing season.
Yeah. The only thing I'll say, though, on that is who knows where this ends up. It would not shock me if we're completely wrong and both Rossi and Stützle are available at 6.
Well, that's the thing. But do the Ducks take Rossi, though? Does he feel like a Ducks pick?
I think
I mean, personally, I think Rossi would be their best pick if he's available.
I think he plays the way the Ducks want guys to play.
Yeah, I think if Rossi's there, they take him. I'm just not convinced he'll be there.
Well, I feel like maybe we're factoring too much the idea that Ottawa will take him at 3.
Maybe.
But because I think Rossi might go 5. Stützle might go 3. What if they just get 2 forwards?
Maybe.
Just they go Stützle, Rossi.
I doubt it. I think they're going to take Drysdale. I don't think Drysdale makes it to 6.
Yeah, well now that we know how the Senators are lined up, it feels like they're going to try to get, because now there's really no point for them to get 2 forwards if you can't get Byfield or a top guy. So I mean, this is still really good for Ottawa because you get Drysdale and you get 2 high-end guys at 2 different positions. So yeah, I mean, a little anticlimactic for the Ducks, not going to lie. It would have given us a lot more hype to talk about. But at the same time, I mean, look, this was the likeliest outcome, and 6 is definitely. It's not. I think 5 is a lot better, as weird as it sounds. That extra pick, but it really just depends. There's so many guys who could fall that we're maybe overrating a little bit right now. There's so many guys like Sanderson could go 3.
Well,
for all we know.
There's also, look at last year. Trevor Zegras, by some people's estimation, was going to go 3rd. Or 2nd.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think some people even had him. No one had him 2nd. Sorry, I'm misremembering. Kako was first or 2nd.
And remember too, like right out the gate, like at what was it? I think it was 6 overall. Yzerman took Moritz Seider like way off the board in the top 10. Seider wasn't expected to go anywhere close to the top 10, so we very well could have something way out of left field coming
Jake
here.
Sanderson goes top 5.
Does
Stützle falls to Anaheim?
Does Jake Sanderson go to Ottawa?
Oh, that would be such a terrible pick for them.
That would be such an Ottawa pick,
the Ottawa fans need to riot? I mean, why would they do that when Drysdale's available?
The Senators draft pretty well, though. They have like the best, one of the best farm systems. Yeah. So Jake coming in with that comment, I don't know about that.
I mean, Sanderson's not bad.
No, he's not. But
Drysdale's better.
I mean, yeah, Drysdale is definitely, I would say, more dynamic right now, but. The thing with Drysdale is he's such a good skater that you just know he's going to be some degree of good in the NHL, and he does have that offensive upside. So it's easier to kind of see some growth there. But with Sanderson, he's pretty much just really good at one thing, and that's kind of defending, moving the puck right, that defensive side of the ice. The question is, does he have enough offensive upside to be worthy of a top 3, top 5 pick? Like, would you take Hampus Lindholm 3rd overall in a draft?
Would you take?
Depends on the strength of the class. In Hampus's class that he was in, yes, you absolutely do that. In a class like this with a lot of offensive talent, probably no.
Yeah. All right. Well, so we are going to take this show over to the podcast now. So for people who want to stick around, I think we're going to take a quick break here.
Yeah.
And then we are going to be streaming our podcast, which is going to be this quick discussion that we just had here. We're going to have that for basically probably 30 minutes to an hour, just talking about what happened here and mostly about the Ducks, of course. So probably, what are we thinking, 15, 20 minutes?
Something like that. So if you guys are enjoying your conversation in the Twitch chat, when this stream goes off air, by the way, you will be able to keep chatting as long as you're in the Twitch chat. But yeah, we'll be back online in about 15, 20 minutes to get the actual podcast version of this going.
Alrighty, we'll be right back. Thanks everybody for tuning in, by the way. This was a lot of fun.
And
Sorry, it was anticlimactic. I wish we had some better news to talk about, but we really do appreciate everybody tuning in here. This was pretty awesome.
And I did want to plug kind of all of our socials and how you can support this. If you did enjoy this, if this was your first interaction with the Crash the Pond podcast or anything that we do, we are all, just so you know, formerly of Anaheim Calling. So if you've seen anything there, a lot of it's probably been us at various points in time. But if you want to check out the website, go to crashthepond.com. We've had articles all week where you can find different things about the draft lottery and different things like that. If you want to help support the show, you can support us on Twitch if you have Amazon Prime, you get one free Twitch Prime sub each and every month. You do have to hit that subscribe button after 30 days. We also have a Patreon. If you want to help support this and you want to get something a little bit bonus for it, at the $5 tier, you get 2 bonus episodes a month. And you get access to our Discord chat. The $1 tier, you just get access to the Discord chat, and you're helping us out by supporting us. Other ways is we have a podcast. Go ahead, listen to that. Keep an eye out, like we said, 15 minutes. We'll be back on with the actual podcast of this to break down all of this, basically.
Okay, so last note, Elliot Friedman tweeted, if for whatever reason the play-in cannot be completed, let's say that there's complications with coronavirus, the remaining bottom 8 teams will have a 1 in 8 shot at the top selection.
So they're basically Montreal's gotten screwed.
Yeah, but we'll see.
Basically. All right.
We'll see.
Thanks, everyone.
See you guys. See ya.